Hello, good afternoon, students. As yet, we have learned about Little Friends. On that day, he started for his school very late. Especially, he was in great dread because his teacher M. Hamill especially instructed him he would questions on them on participles, and Little Friends said that he didn't know the ABC, the first letter of participle. The day was very pleasant and the day was appealing to be bunk the class, but in spite of all these attractions, finally Little suppressed and left for his school. When he was going to his school, on the way in front of the town hall's bulletin board, he found a crowd was assembled there. A notice was there and that crowd was going through the notice. They were reading the notice. He also said that कि अब तक हमारी जितनी भी बुरी खबरें जो आ रही थी वो हमें उसकी बुलेटिन बोर्ड के थ्रू ही मिल रही थी. इवन की जो ओल्ड ब्लैक स्मिथ जो था, द नेम ऑफ दैट ब्लैक स्मिथ इज वॉचर, वाज आल्सो प्रेजेंटेड देयर, इवन हु आल्सो कॉल्ड आफ्टर लिटिल फ्रेंड्स सेइंग दैट Bug child, he has much time to reach his school, and on his comment, Little Friends thought that even the watcher is also making fun of him. And when he reached M. Hamill's little garden, he found there was a pin drop silence. Everything, because especially when the school began, क्योंकि वहाँ जब भी स्कूल लगता था या शुरू होता था काफ़ी ग्रेट हसल और बसल, काफ़ी शोर शराबा हुआ करता था. स्टूडेंट्स के द्वारा उनकी ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग साउंड्स ऑफ द डेस्क, कभी डेस्क को खोलना बंद करना, रिपीटेड इन यूनिसन साइमल्टेनियसली. सारे स्टूडेंट जो थे वो अपने पार्ट्स को रिपीट करते थे और उनको अच्छे से समझने के लिए स्टूडेंट्स को अपने कानों पर हाथ लगाने पड़ते थे. ऑन दैट डे एम हैमिल was walking up and down in his class and everyone taking his seat very quietly. All these things Little Friends surprised quietly, thinking that what can be the reason. जनरली होता क्या था कि वहाँ पर क्लास में जो इतना शोर शराबा होता था, उस शोर शराबे का फ़ायदा उठाकर ये अपनी सीट पर पहुँच जाता था लोगों की नज़रें बनाकर. लेकिन उस दिन इसे अपनी आँख पर इतनी शर्म आ रही थी. सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऑलरेडी अपनी सीट्स पर बैठे थे. एम हैमिल क्लास में घूम रहे थे और उनका जो टेरिबल आयरन रूलर जो था वो उनकी आर्म पिट में दबा हुआ था. और लिटिल फ्रेंड्स को देखते ही उस दिन एम हैमिल ने बहुत ही पोलाइटली प्यार से एड्रेस करते हुए कहा, लिटिल फ्रेंड्स टेक योर सीट. अब दे वर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट द क्लास विदाउट मी. आफ्टर टेकिंग हिज प्लेस, लिटिल फ्रेंड्स, when he felt a relax, then he observed his teacher M. Hamill wore on that day green coat, his frilled shirt and cap, a little black silk cap, all were embroidered. These kinds of dress M. Hamill, his teacher M. Hamill, never wore except when the prizes were distributed to the students or the school had to be inspected. On that day M. Hamill wore that beautiful attire. And even the thing which surprised him most was the back benches of his class, which generally remained empty. But on that day, the villagers were occupied on those back benches of his class. Now, the third paragraph we are going to start. But the thing that surprised him most was to see on the back benches that were always empty. The thing which surprised Little Friends more, that were the back benches of his class. Generally they were remained empty, but on that day those seats were occupied by the villagers. And the villagers sitting quietly like themselves, like the students. Among them, the prominent figures among the villagers were Old Hauser with his three-cornered head. Among them, Old Hauser was also there, wearing his three-cornered head. The former mayor, former here means ex-mayor the former postmaster, and several others besides. Besides them, several other busy villagers were also presented there. Everybody looked sad. Every villagers were looked sad. Were looking sad, and old Hauser had brought an old primer. Even old Hauser had brought an old primer, an old elementary primary book thumbed at the edges. The pages of that books folded from the corners. बुक को अगर हम रफली हैंडल करें तो उसके बुक्स पेजेस जो होते हैं वो कोने से काफ़ी मुड़ जाते हैं और उसके पेजेस जो थे वो काफ़ी बुरी तरीके से रफली यूज़ करने की वजह से फोल्ड हुए. एंड ही हैड इट ओपन ऑन हिज नीज. ओल्ड हाउसर पुट दैट एलिमेंट्री बुक ऑन हिज नीज with his great spectacles lying across the pages. और उनका जो great spectacle जो था that was also lying on the pages. While I was wondering about it all, when little Franz was surprising what can be the reason why there is a pin drop silence, why all those villagers are presented in his class, and even his teacher and Hamel also wore his beautiful attire, his beautiful dress. M. Hamel mounted his chair. Then what happened? M. Hamel mounted his chair, and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me said. Then very sincerely M. Hamel addressed his class, addressing as his children. This is the last lesson I shall give you. Addressing as his children, M. Hamel broke the silence, saying that he was going to give his last lesson to them. उस शांति को फाइनली, उस खामोशी को तोड़ते हुए एम हेमल ने कहा कि आज मैं तुम्हें लास्ट लेसन देने जा रहा हूँ. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in schools of Alsace and Lorraine. And he also disclosed, M. Hamel also revealed, saying that as the orders from Berlin has come in the schools of France, only German would be taught in place of French. The new master comes tomorrow. And Hamel also informed them their new master would come from tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. He said that he expected his students on the last day of his teaching, they should be very attentive. कि वो चाहता है कि आज मैं आपको लास्ट लेसन देने जा रहा हूँ, इस दौरान आप काफ़ी अटेंटिव रहें, ध्यान से उसके लेसन्स को सुनें. What a thunderclap these words were to me. After hearing these words from M. Hamel, little Franz considered himself he has been thunderstruck. उसे ऐसा लगा कि मानो कि उसके ऊपर बिजली गिर गई हो. On the wretches, that was what they had put up at the town hall. Now little Franz understood clearly why all those people were assembled in front of the notice board, because this was the reason, because there was an order which has been put up on the bulletin board of the town hall. The reason was that an order had come from Berlin, only German would be taught in the school of Alsace and Lorraine. Now is it clear to him why those people were crowded in front of the bulletin board? Oh, the wretches! That was they had put up at the town hall. My last French lesson, why? Now realizing it, this is going to be his last French lesson. Now he felt regression, he is regretted, saying that his last French lesson, why? I hardly knew how to write. Little Franz said that he hardly knew how to write his mother tongue, his French. I should never learn anymore. He also came to know, he also realized now he would not be able to learn more his mother tongue. I must stop there. मुझे यहीं पर रुकना पड़ेगा. Then, oh, how sorry I was for not learning my lessons. How he felt sorry himself, because as yet what he was doing, he was neglecting his studies, his lessons. He also realized as yet he has wasted his time to seek birds' eggs. उसे तुरंत एहसास हुआ कि अब तक सारा टाइम मैंने बर्ड्स के एग, पक्षियों की एग ढूंढने में बर्बाद किया. गोइंग स्लाइडिंग ऑन द सार पर झूला झूलने में. माई बुक्स that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago. The books a while ago which seemed to him a nuisance, a burden so heavy to carry, my grammar and my history of the saints were old friends now because of all these things had become old friends of him then. And I couldn't give up, and he had to give up his lessons, his history, all those things. And Hamil too, the idea that he was going away. Then he was attentive about his teacher M. Hamil too, the idea that he was going away. When he came to know his teacher M. Hamil also leaving his class, that I should never see him again and he would not be able to see him again, made him forget all about his ruler, how cranky he was. Suddenly little friends forgot about his ruler, and he also realized how cranky he was on that day. Who was cranky? And poor man, it was in honor of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes. Now he realized why his teacher was in his beautiful attire, because he was going to deliver his last lesson. That is why he was wearing his fine Sunday clothes. And now I understood why the old men of the village were sitting there. Now it is also clear to him why those old villagers were sitting there in the back of his class. It was because they were sorry, because the villagers were also sorry too that they had not gone to school more, because the villagers also realized sorry they would not be able to visit the school anymore. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service. And second thing, by attending the class, they were also wanted to pay their thanks to M. Hamil, who was serving the school for last 40 years. And for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more, and they were also showing to respect to their country that was theirs no more. और इस तरीके से क्लास अटेंड करके एक तरफ एक एम हैमिल का आभार व्यक्त करना चाहते थे जो पिछले 40 वर्षों से स्कूल में पढ़ा रहा था, दूसरे वो अपने देश के प्रति सम्मान प्रकट करना चाहते थे जो अब उनका नहीं रहा था. These were the two reasons, that is why those villagers were sitting on the back benches of the class. While I was thinking of all this, when he was thinking of all this, I heard my name called. Little Franz heard his name was called by his teacher M. Hamil. It was my turn to recite. Now it was his turn to recite. कहता है अब ये मेरा टर्न था लेसन को रिसाइट करने का, पढ़ने का. But what would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through? He said that what would I not have given to be able to say, आखिर मैं उस लेसन को पढ़ने के लिए क्या कुछ करने के लिए तैयार नहीं था. that dreadful rule, वो dreadful rule for the participles all through very loud and clear, बहुत ही जोर से और क्लियरली मैं अपने लेसन्स को रिपीट करना चाहता था without one mistake, without committing any kind of mistake. But I got mixed up. As soon as little Franz started to recite his lesson, he got mixed up on the first words. कहता है मैं पहले ही वर्ड्स पर लड़खड़ा गया. stood there, he stood at his place. holding on to my desk, holding on to his desk, my heart beating. His heart beating has increased, and not daring to look up, he had no courage even to look up at his teacher. And I heard Anne Hamel say to me, then he heard Anne Hamel addressing to him very politely, I would not scold you little friends. Anne Hamel said that he would not scold little friends. Anne Hamel ने कहा little friends, आज मैं तुम्हें डांटूंगा नहीं. You must feel bad enough, क्योंकि तुमको पहले से ही बहुत बुरा लग रहा है. See how it is. And he also said that see how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves. How it is? It is a tendency of we people. Every day we have to say ourselves, वाह I have plenty of time. क्या कहा कि हम लोगों की एक प्रवृत्ति है ये कहने की, काम को कल पर टालने की, अरे बहुत सारा टाइम पड़ा है, कल कर लेंगे ये टाइम. I will learn it tomorrow. And now you see where we have come out. What he realized there, their tendency, because it is the tendency of the people. They always want to learning tomorrow, and tomorrow never turn up. कि हम लोगों की हमेशा एक आदत है काम को कल पर टालने की, लर्निंग को कल पर टालने की, और कल कभी आता नहीं है. Tomorrow never turns up. Now you see where we have come out. Now you must realize where they have reached up. That is the great trouble with Alsace. He also said that it is the problem, it is the great difficulty, it is the great trouble with Alsace. Alsace here refers to Alsatians, the people of Alsace. She puts off learning till tomorrow. It is the tendency of the people to put off learning till tomorrow. Now those fellows out there will have the right to say to you. Then Anne Hamel told them, now those fellows, who are those fellows? Those Germans have a right to say to them, how is it you pretend to be Frenchmen? देखा, Frenchmen होने का बहाना करते हो, and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language. कि आप अपनी ही लैंग्वेज ना तो बोल सकते और ना ही लिख सकते, and even pretend to be Frenchmen. But you are not the worst, poor little friends. He also said that only little friends, you are not the faulty in this regard. You are not worst. It is not your fault. We have all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. And Hamel said that they are all responsible for that, not only little friends. एन हेमिल ने कहा कि इसके लिए हम सब जिम्मेदार हैं. बेटा तुम ही जिम्मेदार नहीं हो. उसने अपने आप को भी जिम्मेदार मानता है, स्टूडेंट्स को भी जिम्मेदार मानता है, और पेरेंट्स को भी जिम्मेदार मानता है. दे आर ऑल रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दिस. हाउ योर पेरेंट्स वर नॉट एंशियस इनफ टू हैव यू लर्न. ही सेड दैट देयर पेरेंट्स वर नॉट एंशियस इनफ टू हैव दे लर्न. कि आपके पेरेंट्स इतने एंशियस नहीं थे, इतने उत्सुक नहीं थे कि आप पढ़ें. दे प्रेफर टू पुट यू टू वर्क ऑन फॉर्म और एट द मिल्स. देयर पेरेंट्स प्रेफर टू पुट देम टू वर्क ऑन अ फॉर्म और एट द मिल्स. आपके पेरेंट्स आपको फार्म पर भेजना चाहते थे या किसी मिल में भेजकर काम करवाना चाहते थे, सो एज टू हैव अ लिटिल more money so that they could earn some more money. And I, now first he held responsible for the students. It is the tendency of the students learning put off till tomorrow. Second thing, their parents were not willing their wards to send the school. They wanted to send their wards on the farm or mills so that they could earn some more money. And he also held responsible for himself. I had been blame also. कहता मैं भी दोषी हूँ इस बात के लिए. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? And Hamel said that simply, generally, he also sent his children to water his flowers instead of learning their lesson? क्या अक्सर मैं तुम्हें अपने गार्डन्स में, प्लांट्स में पानी लगाने के लिए नहीं भेजा करता था, बजाय तुमको पढ़ाने की बजाय? एंड व्हेन आई वांटेड टू गो फिशिंग, और जब मेरा मन फिशिंग के लिए होता था, डिड आई नॉट जस्ट गिव यू अ हॉलीडे, तब मैं क्या आपकी छुट्टी नहीं करता था? इस तरीके से एन हैमिल तीनों लोगों को जिम्मेदार मानता है, सोसाइटी, स्टूडेंट्स एंड टीचर्स. These people are responsible to put off learning too. Then from one thing to another, Anne Hamel went on to talk of the French language. Then from one thing to another, Anne Hamel went on to talk of the French language. एक के बाद एक एन हैमिल इस तरीके से फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज के बारे में बात करते चले गए, saying that it was the most beautiful language in the world. Anne Hamel said that French was the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest, the most logical. He also realized that their language French is the clearest and most logical, that we must guard it among us, and very hiddenly, subtly trying to convey a message by praising the language of France, French language, that we must guard it. He said that they must defend their language among them, never forget it. They should not forget their mother tongue, because when people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. Very subtly, he tried his best to convey the message, saying that as far as possible for them, they must defend their own language, their mother tongue, because when people are enslaved, first of all, their mother tongue has to be taken up, otherwise it is very difficult to enslave the people. It is very difficult to enslave the people as far as they have their mother tongue. Then he opened to hold fast to their language. It is as if they had the key to their prison. He also said that they are enslaved in that prison. The key of that prison is in their hand. This is a metaphorical. He want to say if they are enslaved, whenever these people get the opportunity to be liberate themselves from the clutch of the Germans, then once again they should start to speak their own language. What is the key of their prison? The language. Whenever they get the liberty, whenever they get the opportunity to be liberated from the Germans, then they should start their mother tongue. Then he opened a grammar and read us our lesson. After that, he opened a grammar and read them their lesson. I was amazed to see how well I was understood it. Little Franz said that he was surprised, because whatever Anne Hamel said, even every word directly has going to his mind. लिटिल फ्रेंड्स कहता है कि एन हैमिल उस दिन क्लास में जो भी बोल रहे थे, एक एक बात उसके दिमाग में फीड होती चली जा रही थी. All he said seemed so easy I think too, because whatever he was explaining, that explanation was very easy for little friends, as he thought that I had never listened so carefully and that he had never explained everything with so much patience. Little Franz said that either he had never listened so carefully, कहता या तो इससे पहले इतने ध्यान से, इतने अटेंटिवली मैंने एन हैमिल के लेक्चर को सुना नहीं, एंड दैट ही हैड नेवर एक्सप्लेन एवरीथिंग विद सो मच पेशेंस, या इससे पहले उसके टीचर एन हैमिल ने इतने पेशेंस के साथ कभी लेसन्स को एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया. It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away. It seemed almost, ऐसा लगता था लिटिल फ्रेंड्स को, मानो कि एज इफ द पुअर मैन, बेचारा मास्टर एम हेमिल, वांटेड टू गिव अस ऑल ही न्यू, कि वो जाने से पहले सारा नॉलेज जो था, सारा ज्ञान जो था एक ही स्ट्रोक में, एंड टू पुट इट ऑल इनटू आवर हेड्स एट वन स्ट्रोक, ऐसा मालूम पड़ता था कि एक ही स्ट्रोक में एम हेमिल अपना सारा नॉलेज जो थे वो अपने स्टूडेंट्स के ब्रेन में फीड कर देना चाहते